Good folks, goodest of good folks, what is up and how are you doing? This is Valentine the Plug and we are back with yet another cook-up. We are on fire these days. So, as per usual, we are not going to be wasting too much time. Even in FL Studio, we are not going to be wasting too much time. I got a dope-ass sample that I made that I feel like breaking down to y'all, and then y'all can watch me lay down the drums and build the beat. So, get it. Alright, booyah. Like I said, let's not waste too much time because I'm mad enthusiastic about this chord progression. So, the sample that I made consists of 6 different elements. Piano, electric sunburst playing a dope-ass melody, cloud supply with an amazing pad coming through, the jazz guitar from Evolution, hollow body jazz by Orange Tree Samples, the E-piano which I took out of Expand and spliced as usual, coming through with the vocal sample making the save. So I'm gonna mute the mic. Y'all can hear the chord progression as played by the piano. Beautiful chord progression, and the main chord that I want to zoom into is not this B minor 9th chord. It is not this C sharp dominant 7th chord. It is actually this chord, this augmented 7th chord, C sharp, F, A, B, augmented 7th chord, and that is the tastemaker. That is, I said the vocal sample made the save. Actually, it is this single chord that makes this chord progression to what it is, and it is actually amazing. So, augmented chords, augmented 7 chords, look into those. That is the tip of the day. So either way, shut up Siri. So either way, after that happened, I took out, electric sunburst. Basically made it play the same chords, but you had me adding these root notes in the bass as well. Well, not root notes, but just bass notes basically. Cloud supply, copy pasted the pad, but I took out a couple of notes because I did want it to differentiate, because I felt that when it was playing the exact same notes, especially the higher notes, it was running interference. I didn't quite like that, so I took that out. You can't copy paste it, but you do want it to differentiate. Speaking of differentiating, I did take out my favorite electric hollow body guitar, and instead of playing that augmented chord and that dominant 7th chord right after, I just had it play the augmented chord, but I took the 7, I inverted it and put it in the bass. So that's playing a different pattern as well. Now then you have Expand right over here playing these broken chords. Actually, I'm gonna play it for y'all. So if you're wondering what that entire progression sounds like, shit, I got you covered. So we're gonna mute this microphone like this, and we're gonna play you the entire sample, and then I'm gonna play you what it sounds like after I recorded it and pitched it up. Okay, so what happened when I started recording it, and I also started, adding those patterns played by Electric Sunburst. All right, let's get started with some shakers. Let's start adding the shakers first, because that usually gives me a genuinely I don't know. If I start with the shakers, I generally get a better feeling for the groove when I'm making R&B drill beats. Yeah, man, I'm having this phase where all I really want to add to my drill beats is rim shots, man. I'm down with rim shots. I got a rim shot phase. I'm not even gonna front. I'm gonna keep it a stack. I got a rimshot phase. All the other snares, they're dope and stuff, but I really have a rimshot phase, man. Also, a pretty important tip if you're trying to make 808 slides in drill, you know, make sure you set the velocity. Make sure that these are your settings for envelope. Delay 0, attack 0, hold max, everything else at 0. Just do it. So one thing that I like to do when I'm making my 808 patterns for drill is I just make sure to have a very basic bass line, you know, in place. And then I leave a lot of space open because that's going to be my space for the slides. And usually what I like to do with my drill beats is that I introduce the slides later in the beat. I don't feel like giving away all my cards, you know. And I've noticed that when I produce drill, my 808 slides aren't that present, and that might be something that's missing from my drill beats that aren't pushing them to the level they should be at. But I don't know. It's a let's chalk it up to my preference. All right, let's go with that. But it could use a little bit, just a little bit, you know. So, what am I gonna do with that sample? Cut out just a little bit of the low end, you know, just a little bit on some 50 Cent type of shit. Just send it to my reverb and my delay bus. Give it a little bit of wetness. Give it a teensy weensy bit of wetness. You know, dip the toes just a little bit. Hold on. Okay, so the effect I added just now is Freak, and that is actually it's a 3-in-1 plugin. It does sidechaining, oscillating, which is actually also done. Sidechaining is actually also done for oscillating, but you know, it's a 3-in-1 plugin, and I'm gonna just play with the settings just a little bit, dial it back a little bit. You know, I like to add some subtle effects. Now, I mean, okay, so I may just go and duplicate that baby. Make that baby unique. Make it unique. Send it to a different channel. Reverse the polarity. Ooh, pitch that baby down 5. Let's see. 1200 minus 500. 700. Let's go. Actually, I don't need to do that. I can just halftime it. Let's see. Let us see. I'm gonna halftime that baby. Let me halftime that baby. Now, if y'all know me, that y'all know that I'm not easily satisfied. There's just so many things I gotta try out. So let's see what happens when we pitch it up just a little more. Let's have the 808 pattern move along with that beat too. This is a late night vibe. This is a late night vibe for sure. I'm rocking with this. Um, um, okay, I need to add some. I need to add some perks. I need to add some FX. If y'all feel me. So I'm just going into Ghostie's kits. This is what I need. Hey, good folks, I gotta admit something. I haven't really been talking to you as much during this cook up because I'm so into this cook up actually. And a while back I said that I was losing my passion for R&B drill. I wasn't feeling it, but I'm actually really feeling this one today. And you know, this is I think I have something amazing here, man. That sample is amazing. The drums are knocking. Um, I gotta perhaps add a little bit of a little bit of razzle dazzle, a little bit of sauce to the drums. But there isn't really much else I can do, and I'm happy because sometimes you make beats, and sometimes beats just speak for themselves, and it really isn't much that you need to do. So I think I'm gonna just take my time finishing this beauty. And this is kind of the end of the video, so I'm just gonna look for other small things that I can add. Hey, beautiful people. I would like to apologize. I thought that, I was going to really take you through the cook up, but unfortunately, it ended up being a video in which you're just seeing me mess around making stuff. But sometimes I guess that sometimes happen because sometimes I just get so caught up in my own process, having fun. So at the very least, I'm happy to show you what it looks like when I'm really just hyper focused on making the perfect beat. But if you have anything you want to know, about my processing, my choices in terms of chords or whatever, just drop it in the comments. I'd be happy to share with y'all. But as for this video goes, it is what it is. So I bid you adieu. I'm going to see y'all in the next video. Y'all stay creative and passionate. Peace.